Today's video is going to be about the history of this place. Now, the place I'm on at the moment, right? This area personally is known as Kokako Ngahere. It's Kokako Forest. Now, the actual peak, the Maunga, the mountain, right, the range itself, is in this direction. That way. Right? Okay. Now, the story goes, there was an ancestor of mine who eventually settled this land too. Now, his father was called Kokako. What he used to do was go up to that mountain peak and he used to call out to his son down here in the Ragan Humber. And his son would bushwhack through this bush here and go meet his father for any emergency. Now, from what I've gathered through trade journals, which have been gathered through oral histories, right, there used to be a small camp near Kokako. It's not there today, but it's long gone. It used to be a small camp, and that small camp used to have a smoke signal fire, and that fire will be lit every time, and he'll have a conch shell, C-O-N-C-H, conch shell. He would blow, and his son would hear it down here in Raglan Harbour, and he'll come to his father. Well, that's a historical note. Other historical notes, okay. During the colonial period, we're talking about 1840s through to the Māori Land Wars, which was 1860s, 1850s, 1870s, through that period. Right? Through that period, a lot of Māori, especially the West Coast tribes around here, what they would do was actually, they would pinch all the cannons from any trading ships, British military ships that would pass through the harbour or out in Kapia Harbour. They'd pinch them, right? They would roll them all the way back up to these hills, and they would set them up on these hills and then fly down there at the harbours. That's what they actually used to do. True piece of history. Raglan history too, and New Zealand history. During World War II, this place was also used by the government as a bushcraft training area, bush survival. They actually trained all on this land. Obviously not on this gorse land, because we're straddling the edge of the forest. The forest is actually not too far away. It's about a click, 2 k's. It's not that far. I can walk there in half an hour max. Anyway, during World War II, as I was saying, they used to practice and train bush survival skills right up until about 1970s, 1980s. Because during the Māori Land Wars, all this land, all this bush was confiscated off Māori to the government. Now, during the late 80s, all this land was given back to Māori. So it was given back into our personal ownership. The problem, what the government done was, they ran the land completely bankrupt. So what they done was, they had a lot of farms, like such as this and such as the adjacent blocks. They ran them bankrupt, absolute bankrupt. And so what they done was, when they gave it back to Māori land owners, such as myself and my family, and other families, right, we had to pay back all that debt. Now, we paid back all that debt within 6-7 years. By about 96, 97, after Waikato Tainui, that's the Tainui tribe in Waikato. Tainui is a massive tribe. I mean, really massive, like really massive. We're everywhere, like literally. South Island, Chatham Islands, etc. Anyway, when they settled, by the time they settled with the Crown, Waikato Tainui, right, all these farms were actually doing okay and were actually making money. So now they're doing extremely well, like compared to other private farms. Private farms are struggling. These farms, Māori trust board farms on Māori land, making a lot of money. Obviously I can't tell you how much, but it's a lot of money, let's say it that way. Anyway, that's the short history. Now, my own family history, historical history, as I mentioned numerous times, my grandfather, great-great-grandfather, right, he lived on the house just down the road, not even one click down this track here. Down there, track, over there. Okay, well, he lived down there. He was actually a pioneer in itself, a bushman, master bushman, and a master tohunga in Rongoa Māori, which is a scholarly, knowledgeable person, or say a priest, if you wanted to call it that. It's the Pākehā English interpretation. He was a really knowledgeable person about bush medicine and bush skills, bush techniques, things you can do with certain plants and things to make it more useful for your life in the bush. Now, he's actually the main reason why I'm here today, practicing my own skills, learning about my own history, my own ancestry, my own history on the very land where my forefathers grew up, fought, died. They lived on this land for hundreds of years. The actual land I'm on, not like general area, the actual land I'm on right now. This is the general area where my ancestors grew up. And it goes all the way to this forest, and it's called Kokako Ngahere. It's a beautiful area. Well, anyway, the area I am in now is called Ohotira. That's the, you'd say, suburb, if you wanted to call it that, suburb, or region, county, you could put it county. So there's a lot of historical, I guess you could say, spiritual connection to this land, because this is what actually got into my bushcraft and wanting to do outdoor activities as a career. It was my forefathers, just learning about this, and I only learnt about him 3 years ago, not even that. Ever since then, I just changed my mind. That's all I ever think about now. Even when I'm at my regular 9 to 5 job, which I work 4 days a week, and I work night shift, 10 hours. But all I can think about is the bushcraft, starting campfires, building shelters, paracord, just chilling out and relaxing like what I'm doing now. Just even amongst this livestock, and I can see all the birds, the kārea, which is New Zealand falcon, the kahu, which is New Zealand hawk, small brown hawk. Just even seeing that, in the land where my family lived, even my relations lived here, as I was saying, till 2007. Just this very land, it's so tranquil. I feel relaxed. I feel safe. I feel proud, I guess. A sense of pride. Sense of what us Māori call mana, which is you could say spiritual prestige or ancestral prowess. Kokako Ngahere has a lot of things in it, a lot of things, a lot of bounty. I know some of my friends overseas were a bit jealous when I showed them a map of how much area I got to play with, and that's my own area. And it's beautiful, Also, by the way, this is a open call out to anyone in New Zealand that would like to come do some bushcraft with me here on this land. You're welcome. Just give me a comment or send me a private message, and we'll suss something out, and I'll bring you out here. I don't mind people coming on. That's not a problem. My only rules are no dogs, no guns. That's it. The reason why is because we have working farms around us, so we can't have guns go off. And we can't have other dogs around, because the working dogs will get upset. And, you know what dogs are like when they're rowdy, they just want to start fights. So we can't have that. So this is an open call to anyone in New Zealand who would like to come do some bushcraft with me on this land. You're more than welcome to. Just send me a private message or send me a comment with your email address or your phone number or even your mailing address. I'll send you a snail mail, whatever, and we'll get in contact and yeah, we'll do some bushcraft on this land. I have no problems sharing it, no problems. As long as you're there with me, you're A-okay. Because if you're not there with me, you're gonna have problems. Because as I said, I've got family and relatives living here, and we do have a shoot on-site policy. Shoot on-site. If you're not from this land, we will shoot you. That's not a scare tactic, but that's just generally how Māori land works. We're very overly protective about the land. Because as I said, time to time you do get rustlers and poachers and the like around. So yeah, open call anyone who would like to come do bushcrafting here. Not just on this little farmland I'm on, way out in the bush, up in the ranges. If you want to come along, send me a private message. Send me a message via Google, or send me your email or your phone number or your mail address, and we'll get in contact and yeah, we'll suss something out. So yeah, this is today's short video, longish video about Kokako Ngahere. Kokako is forest, and it's historical meaning to my own pursuit of bushcraft knowledge.